It's getting good.
It's getting so juicy.
So exciting.
I am Callie.
I'm Jessica.
And we are Reality Check.
We're back with Vegas Madness.
Oh my goodness. So just an overview of Vegas Madness. We've told you so many times before, but Vegas Madness is a place where we categorize all our favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
We put them into rounds. We talk about them. We tell you everything about them, and we pick a winner. This year we had voting.
Yep.
So thank you for voting. That was so fun to see.
So fun to see.
2 of these, let me tell you, it was cutthroat.
Yeah.
It was truly cutthroat. I was like, wow, people really like these 2 things.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. So anyways, here we go. First people, Sequest.
Sequest. I always want to go. I never get to go.
So Sequest is really cool. It's in the Boulevard Mall. Yeah, I always get the Boulevard Meadows confused. It's in the Boulevard Mall, and it is an aquarium. It's an interactive aquarium, and they also have a bunch of other animals too, and that you can feed and you get to see, and you can also buy extra packages to be like in this like bird sanctuary.
I want to see the otters.
I don't think we have otters right now.
Oh,
yeah. We haven't. I will say a thing about Sequest is they tend to get like a seasonal animal in, and they kind of rotate a little bit. And sometimes that season is 3 months, and sometimes that season is 2 years. So I don't know. There's a bunch of Sequests all over the country, and I think they do stuff with each other. But so it's at the Boulevard Mall. In Vegas, Baby's favorite part, he loves feeding the koi. So what you can do is you buy tokens, and at each interaction place, you can either feed, touch. Now, some of them you can't, but like you first walk in and they have a bunch of they have these little cute little animals. I don't know. They look like they belong in Africa with the big fat bellies and everything. But they look like little gerbils. They're really cute. You can feed those mealworms, and you keep on going. And they have some like starfish and like coral stuff, and that's cool. But you can't touch those.
Yeah. No.
They used to be able to touch it, but not anymore. And then you keep going. You see like stingrays and sharks, and you can feed them.
Sharks.
Yes, like little sharks. You can feed them, and then it goes off into like an Egyptian. You got reptiles. You got birds. You got axolotls, you got like little, what are they? The little kangaroos. They're not called kangaroos, but they're like little kangaroos. I forgot what they're called. They have a wallaby in there. Ooh. That wallaby's been there for a hot minute. They have a couple parrots. I'm talking like Lithia. But like they have a little bit of everything. So that's his favorite part. He also likes seeing, there's another shark exhibit in the back, and that one's like got some pretty cool size ones that you can feed. So those are his 2 favorite. Now pricing is kids 2 to 11 are $14. Seniors 55 up are $17. Annual passes are $50.
That's not bad.
No. Extra excursions range from $25 to $70, which is not bad. And then tokens, they have token packages. So you get your token, you put it like in a gumball machine, and it comes with like whatever food you can give that animal. Oh. So you get like a good handful of food each time. It's not like one sardine, or whatever. You get a good size amount. So they also do that in like the koi area, in the different interactions. But I gotta say, because they give you so much in that ball, you don't need as many tokens as you think. Like we bought 22 trips ago, and I still have 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And like, I was like, let's do it again.
Yeah. Saves you for the next trip.
So, yeah. And so I kept them. Insider tips. I'm going to say, so because you can feed them all day long, and people feed them all day long, the water tends to get gross towards the end of the day.
Because they're pooping all day.
Yes. And sometimes, like, I went one time and the stingrays didn't even want to eat. Like, everyone was full.
Yeah.
Because they had snacks all day long. So it's just floating. The little dead shrimp are just floating to the bottom of the tank. Yeah. So
they clean those out daily, right?
I mean, it's filtered by the morning time. Yeah. I mean, they did just have a new overhaul. They just got new owners. And so I don't know what happened, but they did get new owners. So go early. Another really cool thing is if you bank with America First Credit Union, you get 50% off.
Oh.
So like I can get a season pass for $25. And you would think I would do it by now, but I actually don't go that much. It's easier just to pay because what was it? It was only for an adult. It's $20. Pay $10.
Yeah. So it's like 30 between you and.
Yeah, exactly. That's easy. So yeah, and also the tokens. You don't need as many tokens as you think. But yeah, it's a fun little place. It is about the same size, I would say, as Shark Reef, but very different animals.
Oh.
So different experience.
One of these days I'll get to go.
Yes, we'll have to go in the morning.
Oh my gosh, this one I'm so excited about because we had such a blast.
Yeah, no, it was so much fun. So this is the Aces basketball game.
Yes. Oh man. Okay, my only gripe was, okay, well, first of all, I feel like it was kind of my fault a little bit in this, but I chose the second Caitlin Clark got drafted. I immediately went and picked out the schedule and saw, okay, the Aces play the Indiana Fever on this day. And I texted Kelly and I was like, I got tickets, we're going. And initially it was at Michelob Ultra Arena. Mm-hmm. It was when I bought the tickets, knowing full well it was going to get moved to T-Mobile.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah,
I thought because I thought you bought them, and then after you just knew the high demand.
I knew it was going to end up that way, and I still was optimistic because our seats, had we been to Michelob Ultra Arena, they would have been 11 rows from the court.
Yeah,
so we would have been able to high five the players on their way out. Okay,
we got bumped up to the second.
So because we were at T-Mobile Arena, we weren't in the nosebleeds, but we were close. We were basically below. We were basically where the night line is on the opposite side.
Yeah. So what I think happened was they sold out the Michelob Ultra Arena and they opened up new seats, but they only opened up expensive seats, courtside, and charged quadruple what they would have been courtside at the Michelob Ultra Arena. So
I should have just waited.
And so then it I don't know though, the ticket prices might have gone
the
quadruple. So I mean, it was a bittersweet. I had a great time.
We had so much fun. They had really good food.
T-Mobile's great.
And it was so funny because they had different bars that offered different things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went up to there was a bar right at the bottom where our seats were. At the bottom of the stairs, there was a bar and a restroom.
Yes, it was perfect.
It was the best spot. Mm-hmm. Now the bar that was right by our spot had it was just cans. But then I saw the Jameson booth.
Oh yes.
And I was like, oh my God, can I get an Irish mule? And they were like, oh my God, you were the first person to ask us for that. I was like, really? They're like, yeah, everybody just gets a Jameson and ginger, just a Jameson on the rocks.
Yeah.
And I was like, but you guys have ginger beer, right? And they're like, yes.
We can do something.
Sweet. And it was delicious. And then you got some loaded fries, I think it was.
Yeah, I think I can't remember what I must have gotten loaded fries.
Oh my God.
They were so good. I went back and got more French fries.
Oh my God.
At a Knights game. So good. But also, they're normally playing at Michelob Ultra Arena.
Yes.
So, and I'm going to assume they have very similar food because it's all owned by the same people. So,
yeah. Such a good, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but the entirety of it, was very much like a Knights game, whereas it's a show, there's a lot going on. They were like, oh, if we get to this certain score, then we everybody gets free pizza.
Yeah, it was definitely
there was a lot of things happening all at the same time that the actual game was going on.
Yeah.
So what was really cool was we got to see Caitlin Clark, and we got to see Caitlin Clark, Kate Martin, Asia Wilson, and Kelsey Plum. Now, Kate Martin and Kelsey Plum are no longer with the Las Vegas Aces.
Boom.
After all of that with Kate Martin and how she wasn't expecting to get drafted, and then the Las Vegas Aces just chose her, and she's like, oh my God. And so she got to play in Vegas, and that was the coolest thing ever. And then they traded her and Kelsey Plum.
Yeah. Listen,
so sad, but we had a great time. The whole experience. I'd never been to an Aces game, so if you ever get a chance to go to an Aces game, go.
Yeah, it's fun. So also, I mean, that's why we went to Beer House, other nominee, Vegas Magic nominee this year.
Yeah, that's how we found out about Beer House. It's right outside. It's basically
I mean, and also like when you go to Mandalay Bay, you can go to a basketball game and then come right out. Maybe Crown Avenue's playing out.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Once a month, you might be lucky.
Crown Avenue's got moved to Thursdays.
Oh, see, there you go. I mean,
The droids starting April 7th. The droids will be at Mandalay on Mondays,
Nice.
and then they'll be at Carnival Court Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
There you go. So prices real quick.
But
So
yes, you can absolutely do that. You can go
Yes.
outside and watch Crown Avenue.
Yeah.
Actually, but they won't be outside. They'll be at Rhythm and Riffs.
Yes.
But you can still go back into Mandalay Bay. And either way,
So price tickets they range from $777 to $9 right now. Which the $9, I was like, what? $9? So the $9 was like in the nosebleeds.
Just to say you're there.
Yeah. And then
listen, I would go to a game for $9.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, especially if that's not like your main thing for the night, like dinner, game, and then go do something fun afterwards. Like it's fine.
Whatever.
I will say so. $777 was on the court. $9 was in the nosebleeds, and then like the middle seating area was like $50 to $70 depending on where you sat, and the court and stuff. Insider tip.
Dude, our tickets were $120 a piece.
Yeah, that's because it was at T-Mobile.
Yeah. No, it was because those were like at Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, for Caitlin Clark and all the joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, that's why everyone showed up. I get
Yeah.
it. I would say just be ready for crazy shots because remember I was recording and I got that crazy shot out of like that was
viral. It's one of our most viral videos to date.
Out of nowhere.
Dude, that was so it was so crazy because like I remember watching it. I remember like you like got your phone out, but I remember just like I was so like enthralled with the game that like I watched this like backwards pass, like this like no look backwards pass to whoever, to like Caitlin Clark, like backwards pass no look, and then to her teammate, and I can't remember who it was, but like just toss it up like in. It was a whole thing, and I was like, holy shit. And I look at Callie, I'm like, yo, did you get that? And you were like, yes, I absolutely did.
And then I sent it to the lady in front of me. She's like, can you send that to me?
Yeah.
Because it was so good. I want to show them to my students because she was a principal and one of her kids really like it. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah.
I'll send it. So yeah, I mean, it was fun. I think it's it's a sports game.
We got to know people in our, we got to know people in our sections, and it was
fun.
just a good time.
Drink beer. Kids are welcome, obviously, So yeah. Go see the Aces game.
Yeah, definitely go.
Another fun one. Las Vegas Natural History Museum.
That's another place I still need to go to.
So I'm going to say it was very, I used to go there as a kid. We used to take field trips there. Oh crap. I meant to ask Nathan what that place is called, or my dad. It is where I used to watch all the baseball games. As a kid, we would go Cashman Field.
Oh, yeah.
Cashman Field. So it's right next to Cashman Field downtown.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And Cashman Field has these red tiled bumpy walls in the bathroom that are my childhood. I don't know. They just like...
Is it for UNLV? No.
I think so. It wasn't, they had stars and they had 52s. Anyways, that's a long story. Not the point. Anyway, so it's down there. I gotta say, I forgot how big this place was because when I went there, it was just mostly like, oh, cool, that stuffed taxidermy lion is there and the taxidermy this. And like, it was during school and we were learning about like the natives here in Nevada before, it became Las Vegas and all this stuff. But so it's really cool. So when you walk in, they have all the taxidermy stuff, but the place is like 3 stories completely. And like, so the basement has a bunch of kids stuff in it. They also have a paleontologist lab where an actual paleontologist is like dusting real dinosaur bones.
And like showing you how to do it?
Not showing you how to do it. He's just doing his job.
Like,
Yeah, he's just doing his like that's where the research is done.
Sounds like Fernbank Natural History Museum in Atlanta.
Yeah, they're actually, he's just like, and the guy was so funny. He's like, there's a lot of people here. It was for Halloween, so there's a lot more people. And he's like, I dust bones. I'm not used to people being here. Like you could tell he was just like, I'm not used to talking to people. I'm used to looking at dead things all day. He was good. He was good. They had an Egyptian thing in the back. They have a whole entire setup of how like natives used to live and like with their teepees and like all the, I don't even know if that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, so it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's really for all ages. My mother would freaking love it. So Vegas Baby's favorite parts were the Egyptian habitat. Oh, I'm on Sequest still. The Egyptian exhibit, and that was just because Yaya had just come back.
Oh,
and he was like, Egyptian.
I used to love. That was like one of my favorite things was like the mummies.
Yeah.
And I used to have so many books when I was a kid on mummies and
me
the
too.
Egyptian
I
and
was
Cleopatra
all into
and
it.
the whole
Yeah.
like Egyptian culture.
Oh yeah. Well, what's really cool is like they show you like what a market center would look like, kind of sort of, and
Yeah.
like they have it. It's all closed in glass, but they set it up to be like this is where the storage would be in a pyramid, or this is a cart that would hold all the luxurious goods for the pharaoh. And then you go in and you can build like a little pyramid out of blocks, and like they do so many cute little fun
I would sit there and
interactions.
question whether or not like the pharaohs are aliens and if the aliens built pyramids.
Listen, they don't have anyone really talking to you. You're kind of doing your own pace.
But still, like, I just,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that always had me, like, just, and a chokehold was ancient Egyptian history and
Well,
the pharaohs and
it doesn't make any sense because the pyramids have been here like the pyramids were here longer before Cleopatra than now or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the distance between the pyramids and Cleopatra to now, it is a shorter time than the pyramids to Cleopatra. Like that's what?
Yeah.
What?
Before civilization, basically.
I think they said it was like 5,000 years before the burning of the book of the Library of Alexandria or something like that. Like, I mean, so we're talking God still on earth.
Yeah.
Heaven and hell have not separated.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve are there. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's definitely really cool. And like the bottom floor had a lot of really cool interactions and like I would say more little kid friendly. And that was his favorite spot. So for prices, adults are $14, locals are $13. Seniors 55 and older are $12, but if you're a local, it's $11.
Ooh, we get $1 off for locals.
Yeah. 12 to 18 is $12, locals $11. 3 to 11 is $7, or for locals it's $6. And then military is $12, but for local military it's $11. And let's see, insider tip. I will say when they do events like Easter, Halloween, Christmas, they always have something going on for kids. It's very much similar to like Children's Discovery Museum. They always want to keep, something fun, especially during summer, spring break. But it's a very small parking lot and it will get crazy busy.
Mm-hmm.
So like people were parking at Cashman Field and then walking over, which it's not miserable. I wouldn't want to, but I would.
It's kind of a dangerous area.
It's a dangerous area, but honestly, the parking lots aren't connected. But like you could park at Cashman and like walk over the grass hill to get to the Natural History Museum, so it's not as sketchy.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you're at Circus, walk in the parking garage, which even that's fucking dangerous. But anyways,
apparently.
So yeah, and the space is really really big, fun for all ages. But yeah, so that is the Natural History Museum.
Oh my God. We've reached that time.
We've reached that time. And the final contestant is going to the semifinals to compete with Stray Pirate, 90s Station,
Farrell Dillon.
Oh God.
Headed to the final four.
All right, you take the honors.
All right. And the winner is the Natural History Museum.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Guys, we're just so proud of you. It's so much fun. You guys are going to the semifinals, and that's going to be the next episode after this.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, it's here. We're
here.
full-blown Vegas madness.
Oh
We are close to getting to that finals. But I do want to say thank you, everyone who voted. That was so much fun. It was fun to add this year and see how it worked, and we're going to see how we can use it next year and just kind of go from there.
Thank you, everyone, for participating.
Yes, we'll see you in the semifinals.
Bye.
Bye.